Greetings, my dear friends, and welcome to another episode of Decoding Intuition. My name is Carrie Konyha, and in this episode, you're going to learn how to utilize the art of self-inquiry to gain the most clarity and specific insight and guidance from your intuition. Welcome back, friends. If there's one thing that I've learned in my 35 plus years in being a professional psychic, it's that the best way to get the clearest, most pointed insight and guidance from your intuition is to ask very specifically pointed and framed questions. Now, I'm going to use an example of the three most common questions that I often hear from clients. We're going to use that as our guide in learning how to reframe questions in ways that will give you deeper insight and guidance. So one of the main questions that I hear the most from my clients is, should I? Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I get a new job? Should I leave my spouse? Should I move? And so the first thing that I want to say is that when we use the word should, it alludes to some type of deep thought, belief, or idea that we are expected to live up to some spiritual obligation that the universe has in mind for us. And that's simply not true. In fact, Spirit gave us free will. We have free will because making choices in life is a part of how we learn and grow. And we're largely here in life to learn, grow, experience, and expand. So there really is no shoulds in the world. There's really no right or wrong. It's what we choose to think of situations that we might label them as being right or wrong. But in and of themselves, situations are just situations as they are. And so before I go on to the other two common questions that I hear from clients, I want to share with you ways that you can take this should I framing of questioning and adjust it a little bit to get deeper clarity. Number one, I would recommend first asking yourself, what is the reason for me asking this question? Let's take the example of, should I get a new job? Okay, hypothetically, in this situation, you would ask yourself, what is my reason for asking this question? What is my reason for wondering if I should get a new job or not? Maybe it's that your job's no longer meeting your financial goals. Maybe your job is no longer feeling exciting and stimulating to you. Maybe it's no longer feeling aligned with your sense of meaning and purpose on your life. So when you can get to the underneath of what's compelling me to ask this question, then that gives you like the core information that you can build the question around. So let's say that you, upon inquiry, discovered that the reason for you asking a question around should you get a new job or not is that you just don't feel fulfilled in the work that you're doing anymore. And if this is the case, you can ask yourself, instead of should I get a job, ask yourself, what energy that can I embody that will enable me to magnetize a job to me that's going to be more fulfilling and aligned with my sense of meaning and purpose? Here's another thing that you can do. Let's say that you have a few different options to consider, and it's like, well, should I take this job, or should I take this job, or should I take this job? My best advice would be to imagine yourself taking the path of choosing each one of those particular options and let your intuition speak to you about what that option is going to look like if you choose it. Your intuition will speak to you in ways that feel like senses, feelings, knowings. You might hear divinely inspired words in your inner ear. You might see images in your mind's eye that are telling you information. So this is another good approach as well. And so instead of saying, should I do this, this, or this, you can say, what does it look like if I make this choice? What does it look like if I make this choice? What does it look like or feel like if I make this choice? And then let your intuition give you the information. And then you're going to feel like you've got more concrete awareness that will help you to make a more informed choice. The key really, and maybe the biggest challenge, is actually not getting the intuition, but trusting the intuition. So now I'm going to move on to another common question that I hear from clients, which is when? When will the love of my life show up? When will I have kids? When will I get that dream job? And so what I want to speak to on this level is about how our energy influences timing. When it comes to things that we manifest in life, whether it's a goal, a dream, an ambition, or maybe even an aspect of healing, these things are really not bound by predetermined lengths of linear time as much as they are influenced by how we have our current energy field set in the now. Our right now energy is the primary thing that influences our reality and what manifests in our reality now and in the future. So if we are intending on manifesting a particular goal or dream, it's better to ask how. How can I hold space for this particular goal to manifest? How can I be open to being guided to a change that's in alignment with my highest path? So instead of when will this happen, ask yourself, how can I make some adjustments to my energy field in the here and now to bring myself into alignment with this timeline and this reality? We live in a universe of infinite possibilities and infinite potentials. And I know with absolute certainty, based on my own experience in life and in working with other people and doing psychic readings, that what makes a particular pathway or opportunity or goal or dream pop into manifestation is related to what we primarily vibrate. Whatever we think and feel, intend, believe the most is directly related to what manifests in our reality as experiences. So again, rather than asking yourself, when will this manifest or whatever, ask yourself, how can I set my energy in a way that's going to align me with this reality? What energy can I embody that's going to support this particular goal in manifesting? And lastly, in the realm of questions that I frequently hear from clients is, will I? Will I graduate? Will I get this job that I'm looking for? Will I ever meet the love of my life? The results of your will I questions are largely going to be determined by what you bring to your life in the realm of your intentions, how you have your energy field set, your attention, your willingness to believe in your goals and dreams, your willingness to align your actions with your goals and dreams, and your willingness to not give up on your goals and dreams. So if, for example, if you're a person who's asking, will I ever meet the love of my life, but you're a shut-in, you stay in the house, you don't go out, you rarely meet people or socialize, your chances of meeting the love of your life are greatly diminished. But if you are applying yourself in ways that puts you in positions where you have the possibility of meeting people and connecting with people, then your chances of meeting the love of your life is greatly enhanced. So I hope that you can see how taking responsibility of how you are choosing to manage your energy and the vibration you're choosing to embody in the here and now is the thing that most influences what you experience now and in the future. So instead of asking questions that are framed with the words of should I, when will, or will this, instead ask how or what oriented questions. What does it look like when I say yes to this opportunity? What energy can I embody that's going to bring me into alignment? How can I take steps in my life that are going to enable this particular thing to manifest? Try it. I guarantee it's going to work like a charm. You're going to be feeling dropped into deeper layers of clarity, insight, and guidance, and you're empowering your intuition to function most optimally when you play with the art of self-inquiry in these ways. Lastly, I'm going to leave you with a little tip on how to discern the difference between your intuition and what might be a wish, a dream, or even a fear or a worry. I get asked this question a lot, and somebody just asked it to me again yesterday, so I thought I would put it in this video because it feels that it's connected to what we're talking about here today. Your intuition, when it comes through, whether it's a sense, a feeling, a knowing, a gut instinct, words, visions, all of the above, when your intuition speaks to you, 100% of the time, it's always going to feel like just very neutral transmissions of just very matter-of-factly information. It's going to resonate like truth in your body. It's going to feel like truth to you, and it's going to be neutral. Intuition does not come colored with an emotional charge. Your intuition is not going to come in the way of what might feel like a worry or an anxiety or a fear or even an excitement. It's just going to be that calm, neutral energy of alignment and truth. So if there's things that are coming in that feel that it's coming in the form of something that feels like a worry, an anxiety, or something like that, that's not your intuition talking. It's more of like the fears of your mind or the wounded part of you or something like that. So you really want to feel for, does this feel like a neutral sense of grounded knowing and truth? That is the mark of true intuitive guidance. I encourage you to really work with this week, feel into it, do some journaling about the awarenesses that you have when you're working with this art of inquiry and feeling into those moments of alignment of truth. Let me know in the comments how it's going. If you're having any type of challenges around this, definitely let me know in the comments and I will address it in a future video. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up here for today, but I'm going to see you in the next video. Much love, blessings, and namaste.